Alright, hello everybody. In today's video I'm going to be teaching y'all Jett. The basics of her, how her abilities work. Just Jett 101, right? So, first up, she actually has a passive. If you're falling at any point during the fall, you can hit X or A, and instead of falling quickly, you will fall slowly, right? This negates fall damage. It helps, get from point A to point B if you want to cover more ground. Like if I hold forward when I jump off here, I'm only going to make it to about there, and I'm going to take 34 damage. But if I use my ability, whoops, let's not jump like that. I'm going to make it all the way at the top of the stairs. Much more distance, and you don't take any fall damage. Very simple, right? Nothing too much about it, but you have the passive as much as you want. You don't have to buy it. There's no cooldown on it, right? Very useful in certain situations, but most of the time you're not really going to think about it until you use her other ability. Next up, the ability you're going to be pairing with your passive is your updraft. You hit circle/B once per round, you go up. It can be used to get onto a wall, right, instead of having a sage wall you up, and if you happen to hit X with it, you cover a lot of ground. So let's say I want to get on this wall here, I can pair it with my passive just to get on up there, right? Just to help cover more ground, and updraft just really brings you up. Not too complicated, but it allows for you to get into some much nicer spots, like up on these boxes here. There's a lot of spots on many maps, really. If you know maps, there's a lot of spots. Just a lot of places where Jett can get to and be a nuisance, because people don't think, they're not going to think, alright, they're going to be on top of this box, because I didn't even know this box was a thing. Like, can I get up in here? Yeah, up in here. Just little places like that. The updraft helps you get to. Same with the sage wall, if you're using it to get you up to higher ground. There's places on maps where higher elevation is just nice, and people won't expect it. Next up is L1. Wherever you're looking, you tap L1, a ball goes there, it smokes. Right, very simple blind. You can have 2 of them per round. However, the fun part becomes when you hold L1. If you hold L1, it follows wherever you're looking. Which makes it very fun, because that means that you get to throw them around corners. Sorry, around corners. You get to throw them up and down. Oops, that's not blinded. Up and down and up and down. Can I hit that door? I can't. That door is far enough. Okay. You can go left and right. Bop around with it. Really confuse the enemies. Because think about it, right? If they're on site here and they just see a smoke and it's just kind of going all over the place, yeah, they're probably going to laugh at you, but they're going to be a little bit distracted. And distractions are good. We like distractions. It goes a pretty good distance, too. It covers a good, at the minimum, clear this. Pretty sure it covers a good 50 meters. Yeah, just about 50 meters. Maybe 45 or something like that. It's very simple, just a smoke. Utility isn't too complicated, but smokes are helpful. They don't last all that long, but again, smoke's a smoke. It allows you to distract some people, allows you to help out. Nice thing. Next up is our R1. When you hit it, you'll notice it doesn't do anything right away. It does take time to charge up. When you see that bar, wherever direction you're moving, when you hit R1 again, it'll launch you that direction. Left, right, alright, diagonally if you're stupid like me. Forward, backwards, doesn't matter. However, the most important thing about this ability is you're quick with this. So, if you have it up, right, you see the bar and you get a little peek on a guy, you hit him once with an operator or marshal, maybe they don't die, really coming in, the operator, right, you get the kill, get out of there, before they can really even do anything. Even if you hit him with a guardian, or you get a headshot with a vandal. Right, vandals there. Get a quick kill, get out of there. It's all of a sudden a 5v4, and even the enemies don't even have a chance, right? They can't actually do much because you are there, and then you're gone before they even get to process it. Especially in a game like Val, where when you peek, you have an advantage initially. Great. A lot of fun. And you get to reuse it if you get kills later on in the round. Very helpful. Sorry. You can also use it on defense, too. If you're holding an angle and you're quick enough on the draw, you can hit somebody who's pushing in, and if there's more people, you hit them, get out of there so they can't trade you for the kill. It obviously is a bit harder on defense because you don't have to peek your advantage, but still definitely useful, definitely doable. Nice, simple, quick dash little tip is just use it to peek. Because even if you need to cover a large hallway, like even if I have to get from here to here, it covers a pretty decent amount. Right? Definitely covers a pretty decent amount. You can also use it with your smokes and your updraft to create a huge distraction. Huge distraction for you and your team if your team wants to push off of the distractions. Maybe you make a bunch of noise and Gecko throws a Dizzy in. Right? Maybe an Omen gets a Paranoia off, or anything of any sort to blind people to get in there. Can be very helpful. Next up is our ultimate though. You have 5 knives. You can aim in. That is an option. It doesn't change anything because it's 100% accuracy. So you can be moving around, jumping around, and it don't matter. That knife will go wherever your crosshair is. Wherever it is. Heck, it doesn't matter. You know, run around. Right. It doesn't matter. You can be in the air and slow falling. Still directly on where your crosshair is. You can even use a dash off of it and get in there. You can come out with smoke with it. Knives go exactly where your crosshair says, which is scary because you get 5 knives. It does 50 to the body, so 3 shots to the body and they're dead. 42 to the legs, so 4 shots to the legs are dead. Right? Or yeah, I mean you could do 3 shots to the leg. Yeah, it's not. So don't really aim for the legs. Body's better, and it does 150 exactly to the head. So 1 shot headshot. You have 5 knives. If you don't get a kill at the 5 knives, your ult is up. If you hit L3, it throws your knives in like those weird directions. It doesn't matter if you get a kill or not there. Your ult's still up. You might get a quick, easy kill, but then your ult's over. However, if you're using them normally, every time you get a kill, as long as your ult's up, you get your knives back. You can waste 4 knives missing and then hit a guy in the head. You're back to 5 knives. You can waste 2 shots, hit 3 of them in the body, waste 1 shot, hit 4 leg, right? It don't matter. As long as you get a kill with your knives up, you get to keep that ult going. And you are scary with the ult if you know how to use it. Because you are hard to hit, because you're on the move, right? So they need to hit a moving target, potentially one that's in the air, or zooming around like a madman, and who can insta-kill. And the knives shoot pretty fast, too. Like, all in all, good ult though, right? Very simple, very nice. Nothing too complicated about it, but just helpful, really. People like it. I can see why. You know, it can really just completely crush a whole team if they're not paying attention. Especially if you're behind them. If anybody's blinding them or distracting them of any way and you're good with the ult, you're gonna mess people up with it. This character is very, very duelist heavy. She's very proficient at picking easy fights, right? Get an easy little peek. Use her ability, get a peek, get out of there. All of a sudden it's 5v4. You have very, I really just missed that. I threw that right into the wall. You have very efficient smokes if you know how to use them. So can I... Yeah, I can get it done in there.
Blocking sight.
It doesn't take, like, a whole lot of practice. Jett's not my main. And it's not hard to figure out how to, you know... Literally just hold L1 and aim a direction, and it goes that way. Like... I don't know why you'd send it straight up for, but... You can. It's an option. Fun to mess around with it, though. I like messing around with the smokes. She's a great character, though. If you're into Duelist and you like picking fights and taking 1v1s, then not relying on your team a whole lot to help you get a kill, Jett's a great character. Great character for you. You learn any spots that you can get up to with your updraft. You're going to be a nuisance on defense. You're going to be a nuisance on offense. Because, you know, let's say you push B site. Let's say, you know, whoops. But you push B site, you get a kill, the rest of your team pushes in, there's 2 people, right, you get that one guy, I don't know why I wasted my ult on him, but you get one guy, right, you plant B, and then you just go, you find somewhere with your updraft, because yeah, I mean, they know you're going to be over by B, but they can't check every corner, they can't check everywhere, and most people, like, yeah, the better you are, the more they're going to realize, alright, if there's a Jett, they have to check up as well as low, but that just gives them more places to look. Keep in mind, right, if somebody peeks you in a corner and they look left and you're on the... Here, this is a better option. If they come in and they look left and you're on the right, they're dead. If they look right and you're on the left, they're dead. All of a sudden, they gotta look up and down on the left and up and down on the right. If they look right at the bottom, they're dead. If they look right at the top and you're on the bottom, they're dead. If they look up, dead, down, dead, right. It adds so much more for them to have to check that, yeah, they might get you a few times, they might get a lucky little guess off where you are, or if there's people who can track you and you don't move quick enough, they might get you there, but it adds a lot more, and it makes defense a fair bit easier, and even offense a fair bit easier if you're, let's say somebody messed up, or they're pushing through to get a flank off. People aren't going to always expect you to be sitting there on a box with a gosh darn vandal go bing bing bing, bing bing bing. Oh, I'm shooting too quick. Or Phantom, if you like it more. I prefer Guardian. I don't know what it is. Gun's very easy to use. You have generally pretty good accuracy for the first 2 shots. There's so much more that they have to look for to not get caught by you off guard that it can definitely be stressful and help you and the rest of the team out. So, you know, I mean, she's a good character. She's definitely not very useless, but she's got a lot of useful things she can use. I don't think I'm missing anything. Right. You can always pair her updraft with a Sage Wall, too, if you're... Like, if you really want to get up. Ah, I think I can pick that up. What? Oh, just not hit the edge. Come on, let me up. Seriously? My guy. Perfect, there we go. Alright. So, like, maybe if there's a spot that's just out of your reach, and you want to get up there, I mean, you can get on this wall. No. Can you? No, okay, so like this spot, right, for example, you can use the Sage Wall and then updraft to get up there. Obviously, you wouldn't, you would just come up here and then get up there that way, but there's spots in the map where you might want to give it a shot. All in all, though, she's very proficient at taking ones, and she's even better at just causing the enemy team to try and figure out what potential place you're gonna be. Because if they mess it up, well, all of a sudden, they're down a man. And nobody wants to be down a man. Especially on retake or on defense. Well, actually, defense has retake. Even on offense, you don't want to be down a man. Nobody wants to be down a man, period. And it's not good to be down a man. I'm rambling. Anyway, as Jett, she's a very simple character, but you can use her utility for a lot of things. Very simple. Abilities are very simple, but very useful. They're not bad abilities. They're just very simple to get the hang of and learn. Which is good. She's a good starting point for a lot of people. And if you get good with her, you can be a real menace on attack or defense. This doesn't exist apparently, huh? Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and you all have a great rest of your day.